Gohan versus Shark. Again, we are still first to 11. We've got O still in the queue, so we could see one of the early O openers, but it looks like we're going to be seeing, I think, MS2 versus Yamashiro, maybe?
Ooh, King Crimson.
And wow, what a blitz of speed we're seeing for both Gohan and Shark. Oh my goodness. Okay, and Shark did a fantastic job sending that spike off before Gohan was... Because again, Gohan was trying to build up a spike at that moment, but since Shark sent it off first and quite a bit earlier, Gohan was not really able to dig around it.
Ooh, what's going on here with Gohan's board?
This is it's a bit greedy with the sides very high up, but if Gohan's able to find a way to downstack through it, and unfortunately sacrifices...
That's a 20 surge down the drain. Oh, that's rough.
And again, all it takes is one extra line. That eyepiece unfortunately cutting on the side. Shark able to take 2 games, and we can see both players blitzing at over 4.5 pieces per second from the opener. Things finally starting to slow down a little bit as we get a bit more composure and trying to figure out where these openings are going to hit the hardest. And Gohan with a beautiful center.
Oh, and look at that. Oh, that's a beautiful spike in response. Yeah. You know, had a pretty rough loss that last round, but you know, making up for it for that huge spike against Shark in that round.
All right, and Gohan doing wonderful work with the center well. Needs to find a good donation. Would it get 7 back-to-back? Unfortunately, has to pop it. Shark right now doesn't really have a back-to-back to send of their own. However, it's getting built up quite fast. Oh my goodness.
Ooh, S misdrop. Okay, things are looking okay. Okay, things are sort of wishy-washy with Gohan,
boy.
especially those misdrops.
Yeah, the immediate, I think that's what L and Z catch right in the center. It's just there is not really any surviving that.
Ooh, speaking of.
Yeah, well, it's survivable. This is early on. Shark is probably not able to push out that much pressure, especially since they're likely expecting a bit of it earlier.
Now, I to an extent you are correct, but that string of sentences felt like the most like you were going to curse out Gohan that round, which is I'm glad it didn't happen, but like it's just like we've seen so many rounds happen like end so unexpectedly. Okay. We've had so many rounds end unexpectedly to the point where it's like I feel like there's just going to be a huge strike of like commentators curse there.
They said a huge strike of commentators. I'm like, why would we go on strike? I don't really know. Okay.
Yeah, I think any reason a commentator strike would happen is like completely petty.
Sorry, we have come to a point.
We don't get enough bathroom breaks in the middle of a tournament. That's called a skill. See, no, the thing is that's a skill issue.
Oh boy. Okay.
I would not represent a commentators union very well. Let me just say that right now.
Oh man! Oh my goodness! Okay, we've already had some incredible survivability while we've been.
Oh yeah, look! I mean, look at that! Shark going from top to bottom immediately.
All right, I'm gonna do a couple of skims in the meantime. Gohan with some misdrops of their own. Things not too great. Oh, the double S and skim too. That's such a difficult board and state to work with, but Gohan has just enough time to get down. And
stalling game?
Little bit of upstacking. Shark wants to find where the surge is going to do the most damage. Gohan is trying to keep another misdrop from Gohan.
Gohan could, I mean, hopefully we might be able to see something from Gohan. Ooh, look at that 22 surge.
It's going to be a big surge.
That's substantial, but Gohan survives.
It is survivable, and the 22 surge from Shark is eaten, consumed, and delivered right back as a counter spike.
Yeah, left no crumbs and then just sent something back.
Oh my goodness, and somehow Gohan...
Oh my god!
And the
Sun 26 spike. Beautiful, beautiful stuff.
Oh my goodness, the surge back and forth from Shark. So many different options that it's impossible to see where these spikes are coming from.
Yeah, and this, it feels like Gohan's been getting pretty clean garbage to boot. Yeah, no surprise that Gohan's able to take that round. Just like, kind of like something just clicked. Maybe it was all the pieces spinning and locking into place.
Alright, Gohan able to work with TD opener into a center well. Shark right now had a skewer of eye pieces over in column 10. Meanwhile, Gohan is in the center.
Yeah, there we go. That's rough.
Yeah, back-to-back unfortunately has to go a little bit early. Shark sends an 11 surge, but it's not going to do too much to Gohan. However, it will provide a tiny bit of cheese, which gives Shark just a mere fraction of seconds to try and help build up a stack into something a little more manageable.
Bit of stalling here. Both parties.
Alright, 11 surge right now for Gohan. A misdropped T-piece.
Yeah, that's gonna cancel it out and give Shark, you know, an ample opportunity to nullify any incoming garbage there.
Alright, 8 back-to-back surge for Shark, but we do have the misdrop on the side. Gonna have to use surge once again defensively. A lot of defensive surges between Gohan and Shark, pushing each other to try and build up those huge offensive spikes. But the counters to them are just so incredibly strong that they're usually the offense just has to be sacrificed in order to survive. Alright, back-to-back 5 there from Shark, starting to build things up a little bit. Gohan in the meantime able to get a bit of surge of their own. Tanks the whole surge from Shark and able to keep their own. But we see
look at this, 11?
A beautiful...
Okay, canceling things out. Oh!
17 surge in the tall stacking in the center for Shark is going to be fatal. 3-4 right now. Shark leads by 1. Oh, and
a bit of an S-mess drop, but I mean, Gohan building on top of that.
Oh, yeah, that I really only needed 1 or 2 pieces to clean that up.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, and Gohan. Oh, Gohan's just going away with it.
For Shark right now.
Not in the best position right now, doing a lot of spins, but you know, going too slowly. Gohan's just tied it up. The comeback is real.
We've got the 4 and 4 from Shark and Gohan. Shark once again, or excuse me, Gohan once again with the misdrops really early on. Shark continuing off of the TD. But gets a huge counter spike, forced to use that surge again on the defensive end.
Gohan with a bit of a misdrop
the LS.
there.
Look at how fast that is, and the prophecy to keep it clean.
This 400 versus score from both sides. Seeing both.
Not looking for this. I take it back.
That's not. It's fine-ish. It's fine-ish. Things are turning around.
Wait.
I mean, both of these players really know how to get back from that. Back from that razor's edge.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, and look at that. Yeah, Shark retaliating with a nice down stack there.
Well, so yeah, I just realized I was gonna make a joke about just continuing the alphabet after I, and I just realized JK follows I, so it kind of had like a two-pronged joke with it. All right. I'll cool. All right. Sorry. Just your general. I'm finding things out on the fly here on Commando.
Learn the alphabet with DevoTigger.
A is for. Y'all know what B stands for, but however.
C stands for. Oh crap.
What do you mean? That's the second word. You put an O in front of it.
Mission failed.
You could have at least said like C stands for O Canada, and I would have at least given you credit. But like, come on.
Come on. There we go.
Okay, all right. I need to get off. All right, and meantime, Gohan able to get 6 games in a row. Well, not in a no. Oh
no,
my,
not quite. Not quite.
I'm too tired for this. I shouldn't have taken.
We're. I think we're losing it, guys.
Just now?
Things seemed pretty intact earlier. I mean, we did kind of like slur over her speech a little bit.
Okay.
But
all right. Well, we've got nice center well for Shark. Fortunate miss drop.
pretty solid down stack for Gohan. Nice back-to-back, sending a 5 surge. Not the biggest thing, but you know.
Wait, wasn't that a 30 spike? Or did I miss?
Was it?
I don't know. It looked like a big number to me, but maybe I just looked at
I mean, regardless, Shark kind of shrugged it off.
All right, Gohan gets the 4 surge, immediately sends it off as a small little burst of cheese, and you can see that does hit pretty well on Shark's board, forcing Shark to not be able to build up a surge of their own in the meantime. Oh, but the misdrop again from Shark, or excuse me, from Gohan. I guess technically both at this point. The game's going fast enough.
Gohan.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, look at that.
All right. Oh,
that's a break surge there, but look at that. Shark has a 13 and counting.
This is going to be a really big surge, but again, because of how strong it is, Shark needs to make it count. And count it does.
Yeah. Count he made it do. Tying it up 6-6. Okay, Gohan with an all clear right off the bat.
Shark working with the center. Well, Shark hasn't even accepted garbage at this point in time.
Yeah, I mean that's going to change real soon, but not for long. With a huge retaliation there with that burst.
Yeah, everything was countered with all spins and T-spins, and the second it wasn't, it immediately turned into a multiplier for a 31 spike. And Shark looking to transfer over to a sidewell, gonna combo a little bit, and the garbage turns it back into column 2. Alright, but oh wow, Shark has been keeping back-to-back through the down stack? Oh boy, a little bit greedy on that, to keep back-to-back for so long. Does manage to push Gohan up a decent bit and deliver some cheese, but we are not going to be seeing any heavy advantage from either player. So Gohan having to put some delayed skims on the board, but able to shift through the pieces really quickly, but the eye misdrop.
Yeah, Gohan had something ready for that, but I mean, it was not at a good spot on the board.
Alright, and oh, we got the identical boards for the first bag and a half between Gohan and Shark. Shark is actually just going for DPC, opts out of it into the LST, as it would have forced the back-to-back break. So 10 back-to-back right now for Shark. Things are looking very splendid, to say the least.
Not splendid for Gohan, though.
Oh my
Having
goodness.
to deal with this enormous surge.
I cannot believe Shark found a way to get multiplier and break surge in the combo, but that was, I think, over 40 lines in that one spike. Incredible efficiency. And that is a 3-game lead for Shark. We do have a little bit of a pickup early on.
I mean, we have seen Gohan come back from huge game leads.
Gohan is blitzing right now. 5.5 pieces per second. Immediately proving points.
5.5 pieces per second with that kind of efficiency is crazy.
Let's see. Well, to be fair, Gohan's opting in and... okay, decides to take the PC, which we'll get a little bit of back-to-back. The garbage seems to be nearly perfect for Gohan. Not sure what we're going to be set up. It's going to have to break back-to-back.
Yeah, going to be behind on Surge, but I mean, yeah, Shark. Ooh!
Oh, down stack is not there. Shark over 1 attack per piece, gets game 10. And Gohan right now needs 4 in a row in order to make this work. And it looks like Gohan going to be doing a little bit of a slower start in this time. Still opting for the TD. We do have a misdrop. Shark getting the color clear. And for the moment, it's just kind of sitting with the 9-0 stack. Oh, has to break back-to-back. Surge gets sent over from Gohan. We're seeing misdrops fly left and right.
Ooh, this looks like it's going to be game.
The down stack is not there for Gohan. Shark emerges victorious and advances into top 4 with a very strong showing.